deck.
Here with the at KPFA radio
Mhm.
station in Berkeley, California. My name is mikO Tolliver. Here, we got some graphics for you today, so you can see that. I'm going to turn that off, and you can see this one. My name is mikO Tolliver. That is with 2 L's. You can find me around on the interwebs at mikO Tolliver, so you can follow me, like me, say hello. I'm also here with our interim general manager, Antonio Ortiz. Hi, Antonio.
Hello, everybody. And the joke that never gets old is if you want to find me on the internets, you can find me at mikO Tolliver with 2 L's.
You're right. It is a joke.
But it's true, unfortunately. Oh, you got something on your face here.
Do I? Where?
Yeah, right there.
Where?
Other side. It's like a piece of like something.
Get it for me. Help me. Look at this. See the support. Isn't that nice?
I'm the makeup makeup artist, so
isn't that great?
There. Can you put that in my credits?
I'm gonna give you that credit. I love how you noticed that live right after we went live. You couldn't tell me that before, but that's all right.
No.
We move forward because we're here. We're a show of confidence, and we just keep it going.
Well, let's have this discussion out on the internet. Like, let's say if one of us had something like a booger or something, do we say it right then and there live, or should we like pretend that it doesn't exist and keep going?
This is a good point. I feel like you're asking if you're one of those people, if it's like you see something on someone's face, do you say something to them or not?
I do.
I do too.
I feel like that's the best policy. And even if it's in the middle of, dinner and they're like meeting people, it's just like, I'd rather do that than just to, later on they go home or they go to the bathroom like, oh my gosh, no one ever said anything to me. That would be horrible, right?
That's really kind. You're an extremely kind person.
Or it's better for them to live in bliss, right? And just keep going. I don't know.
That's a really great way to put it. I have to actually tell you, I do actually tell the person too. And if I feel like I come in a situation and then I'm hanging out with people and I go later and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I had something in my teeth the whole time. I go, oh, they're not my real friend.
Yeah.
So is that like a product of living in bliss?
It could be, but then that changes your relationships. Maybe we should have a segment. We keep in this on the deck, off the deck, because we're in the foyer. You can
That's
see
right. We're here at the station inside because we're still working on that broken umbrella. I actually saw Maria last week and I told her about it. She said she was going to ask someone. So we're on it.
We're on it. Yeah. Should we say that we're on the deck in exile?
No, actually, you know what? Maybe if we really tried, we probably could have been actually on the deck today because it's so cold that all the heat coming down from the lack of the umbrella would be counteracted with all the cold. But it is so cold. I just couldn't risk it because, I got that aversion to cold.
Yeah, same here. Well, we'll see what happens. But, the practice that we've been doing since, only 1 year. Technical issues. We got to fix this.
He's fine. Keep it going.
Yeah. So we've been using on the deck in a way to manifest changes, right? And one thing that we put out there, so we may have this segment on, public etiquette, with regards to having a booger, and we can talk about that and have experts. But that being said, at one point we were talking about 2023, what we wanted to manifest, or we hoped would manifest. And one was just doing an interview. So I'm just saying, I'm just kind of really excited about, I put it out as a joke, but who knows? Maybe next week we'll be giving, etiquette advice.
Next week we may be giving etiquette advice. However, I want to say that the manifestation worked because we do actually have a guest today.
And I'm super excited.
So am I. I'm super excited. There is this really dope show. It's called The Herbal Highway. It's Tuesdays at 1 p.m. And if you're watching live right now, because we do have some people logged on, it is Tuesday because we go live for the On the Deck live stream at 2 p.m. And so this show was just on the radio station. It was on at KPFA Radio 94.1. And you can always hear the show archived at kpfa.org, right? You like that? But now we are actually live with one of the hosts. We are here live with... Dun, 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 dun. You want to do a roll? Can you do a drum roll? Ooh, we are here live with Sarah Holmes, host of The Herbal Highway. Sarah Holmes, join us for the party.
Thank you. So
what's up, Sarah? How's it going?
It's going good. I'm on my little post-show high after having a really interesting conversation with somebody. So that was great.
That's so dope. I was just telling Antonio as we logged on, I was like, this is the first time I've actually technically seen you or met you. But actually, before I did this, I have done, I think, some board operating for the Herbal Highway show. So it's great to actually put a face to me kind of being on the other end of just Yes.
Mhm.
It's always so calming when I'm listening to your show. You're like, tell me more about that. And I'm like, yes, tell me more. So you're here, you're going to talk about Herbal Highway because as we've been manifesting things for 2023, new things we're going to do, I went and reached out to you and I was like, we've got these ideas that we want to try. And you were like, you know what? Herbal Highway is down because Herbal Highway usually is always down for our new things. So,
Mhm.
Sarah, why don't you tell us about some new things we think we're going to try here for the Herbal Highway?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I appreciate you reaching out. And I also appreciate your enthusiasm because at first I was a little like, I don't know about this video thing, not my generation, but I have to say your enthusiasm won me over and I'm excited about it. And we're going to have an herb of the month. So each month we'll have a different herb that we'll do a video segment and highlight. And I'll get us started out. And our other hosts, Renee Camila and Emiliano Lemos. I don't know if I'll be able to get Karen Sanders to do one. We'll see. Maybe she'll make a cameo. We'll be doing a segment each month on an herb that we think is a really good herb to know about for that particular month.
Excellent. And then for those who don't know about Herbal Highway or don't know what the herb of the month would mean, what would they learn about an herb?
Yeah, good question. So what it's good for, like why and when you might take it, how you might take it, how you might make medicine with it. And I'm also going to share like past episodes where you could learn more about that herb and the topic of that herb. So just to draw folks back to that resource of our website, which I just learned is like getting overhauled and really full of stuff. And I know it's really full of stuff from the Herbal Highway because we have archives starting in 2003 on there.
Mhm.
So let me know if you need us to do a little weeding in our Herbal Highway.
There's going to be a lot of weeding that's going to have to happen because it's been holding on to a lot of information and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And for everyone out there on the internet land, they do notice that maybe the website's a little bit slower than they would like. So
I
it's just
put a promo together last week to let everybody know that we're working on our website update and how we can, as we move forward again into 2023, how we can manifest new things that we need. And we need to update our just in general, our internet web presence. And that's on our website. That's our social media. That's our video broadcasting. That's everything that goes out globally to remember that, yes, KPFA, we're here in Berkeley, California. It's super great, but we have all these resources at our disposal that if we really just organize ourselves, we can be as global as possible. And that's what we want to do with something like Herbal Highway, Herb of the Month, KPFA, all that jazz, right?
And I'm loving this idea of this herb of the month. And for those, because for the audience that we have here, they're probably people who may not have heard of the Herbal Highway, nor you, Sarah. Do you want to give them an idea of just a little bit, a brief introduction of who you are and the Herbal Highway?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So the Herbal Highway started in 1997. So I know some of you know it as a podcast and that's how you relate to it. But it actually started as and still is a radio program that Karen Sanders started. And she's an herbalist. I'm an herbalist. All of us who host are herbalists. And it's a weekly radio program, an hour long, devoted to herbal medicine and health and healing of us as individuals, as communities of the planet. And the vision always has been about free access to information so that people can keep themselves healthy and giving alternatives to what people might find in the mainstream as well. So 25 years later, it was our 25-year anniversary last year. We're still here. We're still on every week. And, sometimes we'll have a guest on, which I love because I get to listen to someone else talk and hear what someone else has to say. Sometimes it'll be a solo show where just myself or Renee or Emiliano will talk about a given topic for the hour. And so, yeah, it's our community service, and it's it's such a pleasure and privilege to be on these airwaves.
And I remember back in the day when I came to KPFA around 2004, about a couple years later, I was learning how to board op, and I would be there shadowing and then also learning how to run the board during the Herbal Highway. And then you also would take call-ins and answer people's questions who had whatever it was about that herb of that day, and just providing information for them. And I remember that being just like an eye-opener of how plants and herbs can be used in different, not just for seasoning or whatnot, but just ways that I as a person would not have thought of, right? And especially with health, with regards to my health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the call-ins because people ask such good questions, and it always gives me something to think about. And it's amazing how much we can do for ourselves. Absolutely, sometimes, we all need help at some point in our lives, but there's so much we can do for ourselves and with the help of the plants. Or I love when I hear people like, oh, I heard about this plant on the Herbal Highway and my friend was having that problem and I suggested this plant and it really helped her. I mean, that's the whole reason. If I only heard that once in 25 years, it would make it worthwhile, but I've heard it numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice. That's so great. Oh my goodness, this is so great. I'm so glad that you came to visit us today here, Sarah, and that you're really helping us to get social media going here at KPFA, because you've really been a part of that. You guys at Herbal Highway have just been so steady and consistent all year, sending us posts, participating in stuff. We were able to add you to the monthly announcements every month last year, right? Right? That's super great.
Yep,
yeah. And so I actually want to take this time and make sure that you get out there. Where can we find the Herbal Highway around on social media?
Mm-hmm. We're on Instagram and Facebook at the Herbal Highway. So you have to put the in there, at the Herbal Highway. And we haven't ventured out into broader social media land. So those are the two places you can find us regularly.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put that link up there at the Herbal Highway.
And which platforms are those again?
Yeah, I'm just about to ask Sarah, what platforms can we find you at the Herbal Highway?
Great minds thinking alike. Instagram and Facebook.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. And when we do the herb of the month, it's going to be live, right? Or is it going to be?
Actually, no, it's going to be a part of our monthly announcement video, but our monthly announcement video is the first Friday. And so Sarah and the rest of the team at the Herbal Highway will be sending us a little video snippet.
Okay.
That we can put together and show people that.
Okay, good to know. Because I was going to say that, if it was live, I would wear the Herbal Highway T-shirt that I got.
That's right. Remember we had those T-shirts?
Yeah, I have the same one, except it's in cream color.
Wait. Let's see you sit up just a little bit more. Let's see the shirt. Let's see the shirt.
Here we go.
There you go, everybody. Do you see that shirt? That is host Sarah Holmes of the Herbal Highway, which airs Tuesdays at 1 p.m. KPFA 94.1 FM, with this amazing shirt that you can actually order too if you made like a donation or something like that, because it's accessible to everybody. So you can always go to kpfa.org and try to find that shirt, and you can be a part of the Cool Kids Club.
The Cool Kids Club,
right?
Yes.
Sarah's a part of the Super Cool Kids Club because she's got the black one. We've got the I feel like it's like the white, the tea color. Yeah. Like I want to sip tea when I wear it.
Mm-hmm. Delaware version.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to visit us, Sarah. We're looking forward to Herb of the Month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We're gonna get. Hopefully, I guess we can get a month, an herb for every single month this year of 2023. That's how we start our manifestation. We want an Herbal Highway recommendation for an herb that we can use to enrich our lives, and how that can happen.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about this.
Oh yeah, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
It is. Recording studio is getting set up as we speak. So great to spend some time with you two and see you both.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Looking forward to you. Thanks for coming to visit us again.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, everyone. Be well.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. Don't you feel so good? I feel like we just did something. Like we did do something. We were trying to be like, how can we get some of the really cool hosts to come on our show?
Mm-hmm. We need to get involvement. People who want to be on social media, on video. And it's always been a challenge. Something that me and mikO have talked about a lot, because sometimes we'll have these meetings, and there'll be frustrations about trying to get people to adopt social media. And I had to remind mikO, we do radio. People signed up for radio. They didn't sign up for
But
TV.
I don't think that that's
Yeah.
all that it is. I don't think that that's all that it is.
Yeah.
I think that they just want to feel supported, right? And then be like, how can I add this to? Oh, hold on. Actually, wait. Let's see. We do have one question in the chat, and I'm going to put it out there. Maybe Sarah is somewhere still in internet land who could answer this question, because who is it again?
Oh,
Wireframe Wife, who is one of our main go-tos. I'm going to put this up here so that Wireframe Wife can feel like they got to talk directly to Sarah Holmes. Wireframe Wife says, what are your favorite herbs? Can you answer that for us, Sarah?
That depends on when you ask me. It's such a good question. You caught me right before I unplugged fully, so good timing. Favorite herbs. Well, part of what you're going to learn is herb of the month. Oftentimes my favorite herbs come up there because they're the ones I think of first. What I've been taking the most lately is nettles, and stinging nettles. I've just, all the plants I fall in love with over and over again. It's like, oh yeah, my old friend I haven't visited in a while. But nettles is so nutrient rich and supports our nervous system, and all of our nervous systems can use some support at this time and place. And I love the color it turns. You need to really let it steep, and it gets almost black. It's this beautiful, beautiful velvety dark green. So your nettle tea should look that deep and rich. And even if you drink like a quart in a week, you're doing good. You're doing something good for your nervous system and supporting your body. So I'll say right now in this moment, it's stinging nettles.
That's perfect. I was actually hoping that we could get a chat question for you, Sarah, but I had to wait for somebody because we are authentic. We don't make up. We don't make up comments, but it's so great. Yeah, because we do like to encourage people that when they come here to On the Deck, that they can comment with the interim general manager.
And now some host producers.
Right. So that's really great. So we want to encourage people to tune into On the Deck Tuesdays at 2 p.m. because whoever's there, you might actually get to chat with them and get a response back. So thank you for answering that for us, Sarah. And now you can really, really go.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Sarah.
And we have to say thank you to Wireframe Wife, who is actually, I think we've got a regular supporter. That's a real fan there. So I want you to know Wireframe Wife. And if you've been listening to KPFA, we've been mentioning you too in some of the radio promos because they always leave a nice little comment. Yeah. And I was like, well, thank you for engaging, for participating with us and helping us get it going. And all you need is you just need a little trickle going before you get the avalanche started.
What if Wireframe Wife had a t-shirt of our faces on it?
Well, then we would have to have them on the deck. You know what? Actually, I was actually just at a mall yesterday, and those little kiosks in the middle where they're like, you can get custom made shirts. And I was actually thinking, what could I put on
my face?
Right? I was thinking that, or I saw some leggings that you could get your face on it, and I was thinking it would be super annoying if I got that for my grandmother and be like, here, Granny. But she's so great. She would totally wear it. And of course, we've got another comment from Wireframe Wife that says, I need to get some stinging nettles. So yes, so that should let everybody know. Tune into Herb of the Month when we do On the Deck. It's going to be for our monthly live stream. Now, our monthly one is going to be Fridays. It's first Fridays at 1 p.m. Now, this week, you're going to be in LA. So you're going to be off the deck doing it.
I'll be doing it off the deck.
So I guess I'll do it off the deck too. But we'll still be here. It's going to be from 1 p.m. and we're going to give you all the updates that's going to happen for the month of February. We're already at February.
I know.
Actually, I don't feel like
not yet.
I don't feel like that. No. I don't feel like, how people are like, oh, the year's going by so fast. We're already at February. I'm like, yeah, we've been doing a bunch of stuff. Of course, we're already at February. We're moving, we're shaking. And being that it's February, you know what that means?
It means that it is.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. I should do more of a drum. And why is it a drum? Because it's
Black History Month.
And we're going to have a special, right? A special broadcast for Black History Month. That's going to be this Sunday, February 5th, right? We got a graphic for that. Hold on. I want to show you. We showed it last week. We've been showing it here for you guys. So you can see, let me take this down so you can see that there.
This coming not Friday. Why did I say that? This coming Sunday, February 5th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our lead producer is Prema Jackson. Associate producer is Rashida Chase. And our technical director is Rada Keel. They were organizing a bunch of producers to get content to you this coming Sunday.
That's really good.
Mhm.
I'm excited for it. Yes. I mean, we're doing really, really well. This is going to be a great February. We're already starting it off with like a boom. We just talked to Herbal Highway is going to be doing new stuff. We got all some of our regular viewers who tune in and talk to us. We're about to start the month with a special broadcast. So this is going to be great. So then I believe you got your phone out. You want to do your special little sound.
Oh, well, that's gonna give me. I need a little bit of time.
Oh, you need a little time while he's getting the time
saved.
together. Again, the Black History Month special is going to be this Sunday, and I've been working with Prema to get you guys all the information here. You see the graphic, right? So you're going to tune in.
Ooh.
Okay. Antonio's ready. Hold on, but again, Black History Month special this Sunday, February 5th, starting at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hold on, before we move on to this, I want you to tell me a Black history person that's like your favorite right now.
A Black history person that's my favorite
historical
right now.
Black person where you're just like, yeah, I'm like, oh, Black History Month. Who should we learn about and celebrate? Who am I going to spread information about this person who contributed to African American history, which is American history?
Well, I love that question, but I haven't been thinking about it, and I need time to think about that.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you
back to you next week?
I'll tell you who mine is, and then maybe you'll be inspired by that.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about my favorite girl, Ida B. Wells.
Okay.
That's like my hero right now. And that's not like a hero from like when I'm a child. That's like a hero in my adult life. When I didn't really learn about her until maybe a few years ago. And I was like, this woman is amazing. Oh my goodness. I want to be just like her. So yeah. So I'm Ida B. Wells. I'm like, okay, we're in Black History Month. I'm going to learn some more stuff about Ida B. And I'm going to share more info about Ida B.
Excellent. And what is it about her that you're inspired by?
She was a journalist. I'm really inspired by this story actually of her that she had where she she didn't come to activism until later in her life. And before she was by the time she died, she was a journalist and she was a really big activist against lynching. But before that, she actually didn't really have anything to say about lynching. Yes, it was a horrible thing. But I think from her point of view, she was like, well, if they must have did something, then, and you got to follow the law. And then she had a friend who was lynched and she knew like, this guy didn't do anything. This was a pillar of the community. He was here to help. He was here to serve. He was here to participate. He was here to help us grow. And he ended up being lynched. And then that inspired her to just really kind of take her journalism to the next level and really be I think she's ever vigilant, hyper vigilant, but she's like, yes, that inspired her. She got into the fight and then she was about like, no, we have to stop this. We have to make people aware what the problem is. Innocent people are dying. We have to do something. And I think I like that because it just shows it's never too late to do something. It's okay if you start it with one train of thought and then later as I've had experiences in life and seen something, I've become enlightened and now I'd like to change. Sometimes I feel like we kind of get stuck in these situations where it's like, well, I always thought like this and I don't want to change. I don't want people to question me of like, well, you used to think this. And like, we all used to think some way and then we grew and then now we think a new way. So I like that.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Ida B, that's my girl. All right. And so now we're ready.
Now we're ready.
We're ready. Hold on. It's that special time where Antonio does it. And we're going to do it a special way this week. You're going to see. All right, go ahead. Give it to us, Antonio.
I just lost
it's time. It's time for our donor highlight.
Do you want that again?
No, I got it. It's time for our donor highlight. Because keep in mind, this is how it sounds here live on the internet, but I go back and change them.
We're going to have to fix that. Yes.
That's fine. But we want to highlight a donor for the week isn't actually an anonymous person, but
we would like to thank Anonymous from Dearborn Heights, Michigan.
Here's why I picked this person. One, I love it when we get donations from people who are like not in Berkeley, not in California, like just somewhere random where you're just like, you're listening to this in Dearborn Heights, Michigan? I've never even heard of this place, but that place has heard of us. They're listening to us. Thank you so much. So I think it's really cool that KPFA is so big because we do actually, it's common for me to see in the donations and just people who are supporters that they are from somewhere random. And also why I picked this, I thought it would be great for you, interim general manager, to respond to what their message was. So even though they were anonymous, they said this: on behalf of Rickey Vincent's History of Funk, layers of brilliance, pass that along. What do you say to that, Antonio?
I say that's wonderful. Rickey's been working with KPFA doing History of Funk for a long time. He provides a lot of information for the listeners about funk. I think he wrote a book or two about it. And it's something that, for people who want to find out more about Rickey Vincent, check out the website. He also, just check him out online. There's a lot of stuff that he's done. So
Yeah,
I think that's great. It's wonderful when the listeners who support the station also let us know who are those producers that made an impact for them. That's wonderful.
perfect. All right, that's sweet. That's great. And then with that, I believe we want to remind everybody to follow us on social media. And where can they find us, Antonio?
You can find us on Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as TikTok, right?
As well as TikTok.
At KPFA Radio.
That's really good. Good job. Yeah, you can tell. And then also, of course, always we want to remind people to go to our website, kpfa.org. Tune in to KPFA Radio 94.1 FM. If there's anything here in our live stream today that we were talking about and you're interested in knowing about, you can go to that and you can go to our website and find out about. But also you can check out the post here, right? The text, and then we might have some links and stuff for you so you can find out more information.
And if you are interested in knowing more about or hearing the history of funk based off of Anonymous from Dearborn, Michigan's comment, you can go to kpfa.org and check out the history of funk. It's under the program section. And we stream the music programs for 2 weeks, or you can hear it live if you are in the Bay Area on Fridays at 10 p.m.
Okay, that's really good. That's that's really, really good. And then now with that, I actually want to remind everybody to tune in this Friday because you and I will be back. Usually we're only here on Tuesdays at 2, but that's for the weekly. But because it's the beginning of the month, we want to make sure that you have all the information at the beginning of the month for everything that's going to happen in February. So tune in this Friday at 1 p.m., right?
At 1 o'clock
Hold on.
Pacific time.
I'm going to edit that and make sure that people can see that because it just says Friday. Oh, now some of you guys may be wondering, mikO, why are you?
Well, it's only the first Friday, so you should put Friday.
Oh, first Friday. That's right. It is. Yeah, no, that's when we do it. We do it the first Friday.
The first.
People see I'm typing this at the same time. That's because we're in that sickly time of year, and our PHS couldn't make it.
Yes.
So we are a man down. So man down. Person down. When someone gets sick, we really go without. But I think we're also working on some new things as we're transitioning here at the station to train more people. And we appreciate your support as you continue to listen in and tune in and comment and share and post and know that we're getting it going. Slowly but sure, we are manifesting. And it worked because we just had Sarah Holmes here. So
we are building.
It works. Right. All right. I think with that, so we'll see you this Friday. That is February 3rd at 1 p.m. where we're going to give you the monthly announcements. But usually, again, you want to just tune into us weekly, our weekly recap, which is at 2 p.m. here Tuesdays. You never know what's going to happen. We'll have announcements. We'll have our donor highlight. Maybe we'll have a guest or two. We'll sip a little tea. We'll throw a little shade. But thank you guys ever so much for tuning in, and we look forward to see you guys later. Yes, Antonio?
Yes.
Good.
I look forward to seeing you later. Check us out online on this live stream next Tuesday.
See you. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.